If you're planning a trip to Guam, or you know that you're going to be moving here soon, and you're probably wondering where to find certain basic necessities, then I'm glad you're here because in today's video, we'll be covering all your basic needs and where you can find it here on the island. Hi guys, I'm Danielle, or Dani for short, and for today's video, I wanted to be able to let you know where on Guam you can find most of your basic necessities. So for today's video, we're going to talk about where on Guam that you can find certain things such as telecom services, grocery needs, a little bit of like shopping, gas, pet needs if you have pets, but just to cover the basics. Nowadays, with almost everybody owning a smartphone or a smart device, I know for me personally, when I'm traveling to a new place or potentially going to a new home, one of the first things that I worry about is attaining a telecom service provider. Guam has three main providers. We have IT&E, GTA, and Docomo. I've used IT&E almost my entire time of owning a smartphone, and it runs from about $80 to $82 a month for unlimited data and unlimited calls, and I have had no problems with them this entire time. However, IT&E does not offer internet service, and GTA and Docomo both do. So I know that they have a lot of bundle plans available, so it's more about just checking what's in your budget and seeing what you're willing to be with or without. For gas stations on Guam, the cheapest you will find it here is on base. So if you have military base access, then take advantage of that. If not, if you're just a civilian, then you have choices between Mobil stations, Circle K or 76 Circle K, and the Shell gas stations. And if you do come across a Shell gas station that's also attached to a Foodies, then one of the fun features that I like about it is the beer cave. My husband and I like going into one every now and then just to see what craft beers they have available. And if that's not really your thing, then it's no big deal. Now for one of my favorite topics, grocery shopping. I know it sounds kind of nerdy to like stuff like that, but I love food, and so therefore I love grocery shopping. The most frequent franchise you're gonna find here on the island are the Payless Supermarkets. And those would be they're basic for your basic grocery needs, so fresh produce as well as like prepackaged or processed items. Another one would also be Cost-U-Less, but that would be more for buying in bulk. And as always, if you have military base access, then you'll also have access to the commissary, where some things are a little bit more affordable, like the meat products, dairy products, a lot more of like the canned food items. But if there are some things that you can't find in the commissary and you'd like to go and explore out into the local stores, then I would definitely say do that. So if you live more in the northern part of Guam, this would be the villages of Yigo, Dededo, maybe a little bit of the Harmon area, then there are a lot of Payless supermarket locations that you can find. There is one Cost-U-Less up in the Harmon area that's kind of right across the Compadres Mall. American Groceries is another location as well, and the couple times that I've been there, they do have a lot of great Asian food products, so if that's your thing, then definitely check that out. Moving more into the central part of Guam, a little bit more on the west side, then yes, you would be close to a lot of Payless locations, but there are also some other grocery stores that you can find that focus more on either Korean products or Japanese products, but really it's all about you getting out there and seeing what's inside each one. If we switch over a little bit more to the central eastern side of Guam, then Happy Mart is one of the most popular grocery stores, and that's located in Barrigada. Focusing more on now the central parts of Guam, these would be the villages of Maiti, Mongmong, Toto, Sinahanya, Agana and Agana Heights, around more like that area. There is one Payless location in Sinahanya. There's also one of the larger ones located in Maiti. And then also in Agana Heights, there's Simply Food, which is both a restaurant and a grocery store, but they carry a lot more vegan and vegetarian products. So if you are practicing one of those lifestyles, then that's a good tip to know. In the southern areas, if you're more along the west side, such as Asin, going into Santa Rita and Agat, then there is a Payless Sumai. There's also some smaller grocery stores like the Toves Piti Mart, the Day by Day supermarket, the Agat Kimchee Store. And then if you're more on the southern eastern side, such as going from Jonya into Talofofo, then there is the 7 Days Supermarket there. For more of your home needs, there are a number of stores all around Guam in which you can find certain appliances or equipment or even hardware if you're, more of a do-it-yourself person. One, we do have a Home Depot for, just all around home needs. We do have a Kmart, and surprisingly enough, our Kmart here is very, very popular. And then there's also Benson Hardware, which is located in Maiti as well. During your time here on Guam, if you're not planning to get a rental car or not planning to buy a used car, unfortunately to say, we don't have a crazy efficient public transportation system. It's nothing compared to what I've heard that is available like in Japan with the train and the subways. And we do have one. It's the GRTA. That's the Guam Regional Transit Authority. So you can check out their website to kind of see what routes. I think they hit some main points, so where you'd be able to see enough while you were here. The other option would be to do taxi services, but those can get a little pricey only because they cater a lot more to tourist prices. And then the third option would be Stroll Guam. So you can download the Stroll Guam app, and it's basically the equivalent of like Uber. So it's like Guam Uber. Now, for those of you who own pets, or even more so consider them family members, we do have two main animal clinics here. One being Isla Vet, which is located in Asin, so that's a little bit more south of the island. And then the other being more centralized in Tumon is called RYZE Owl. But we've taken our dog to both for either, just annual checkups, vaccines, and shots. Also gonna throw in there are a number of stores, I just haven't really visited many of them, but there are a number of stores that provide a lot of like pet equipment, like leashes, toys, food, crates, so that one you might have to do a little bit of digging around. Same thing goes for pet grooming. So there are also a number of pet grooming services around the island, but the best way I've been able to find that is through either like Facebook or Instagram. And most of the time it's like these independently owned companies, it's not like a huge salon or anything, but it's these smaller businesses that actually really take good care of your pets. For casual shopping, that would depend mostly on your personality. Like for me personally, I prefer to support smaller local businesses. So if I'm shopping for clothes, I like going to like little boutiques like Threads or Blush Guam. Those are both located in Agana. Or I'll even walk into one of like the jeans warehouse if I'm looking for just simple clothing needs. But if you like shopping in like bigger areas, then we do have two main bigger malls. The first being Micronesia Mall, which is located in the Harmon and Dededo area up north. That also houses a Macy's, it houses a Ross. The second largest would be the Guam Premier Outlets, and that is located in Tumon, which also houses a Ross. And then there are some like smaller outlet malls like the Dededo Mall, the Compadres Mall in Harmon, and the Agana Shopping Center, obviously located in Agana. And then if you are into more like high-end shopping, then I would recommend going down into the Tumon strip. That's where you would find a lot of like high-end brands, so it's a little bit more expensive shopping, but definitely if that's your thing, then check out the Tumon strip. Now, if you're specifically shopping for, like Guam souvenirs, one of the fun stores you'll find here, one of the most popular stores you'll find here are the ABC stores. It's very touristy, but you'll find anything with Guam stamped on it in there. Coffee mugs, t-shirts, hats, lighters, ashtrays, whatever you can think of that has Guam stamped on it, you can definitely find those there. Overall, this was just like a basic, almost like a skeleton guideline for finding your basic necessities while on Guam. But my disclaimer will always be the best possible way to find exactly what you're looking for is to make friends with the people living here, the residents, the locals, the military, at least those who have been here a while, because the people here are so friendly, so helpful, and they will like either guide you in that direction or they will like hook you up with somebody who can help you with that issue. But yeah, always best to check with the people here first. So that's it for basic needs here on Guam, and if you liked the video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this, especially more when I go into detail about other aspects like snorkeling and scuba diving, restaurants and dining, nightlife, entertainment and events, and so on and so forth, then definitely consider subscribing to the channel and you can check out those other videos as well. Until then, I will see you in the next one. Bye!